Basel III is supposed to diminish the value of paper gold.
Right. That, to me, is a bullish thing for the physical. They're going to need that, not these paper contracts.
Why would it go up?
You know what I'm going to do?
Every bank in the world converts its tier 1 assets to gold. Then what happens?
Buy your precious metals online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold and silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new.
You should have been in the store today.
What was it like?
Record breaking.
Record breaking?
Yeah.
Why?
The amount of money went out the door.
Oh, people are selling with
Still.
the dip that we just went through?
Yeah, a lot. I still have a lot more silver than I need, so we're contemplating another low price sale on some big price items.
Wow,
it's going to be necessary pretty soon.
Why? Just because you're overwhelmed?
Just the volume, yeah.
Man, I don't.
We're not talking hundreds of ounces coming in today. We're talking thousands. Literally. Today there was a lot of buying of hedge funds buying gold, paper gold.
Well, let's talk about the excuses that the hedge funds may be using.
Yes.
Okay. Tariffs. We're starting to see some
It was
Saudi Arabia, Syria.
Plain as day. Apparently, Xi Jinping doesn't want to sit down with Trump and talk tariffs. And that's when it went up $100. Okay. And then Besson said, yeah, we're going to meet in Switzerland, our trade reps, their trade reps, and we're going to map out how these discussions are going to go. Oh, that's when gold went down. So now the media and the other party that we don't talk about, they want to see things go badly for Trump. Every single channel was mouthing the same thing. So they got their marching orders from the other party. And but then reality set in and just proved them wrong. But are they going to say anything about that? No, of course not. No. Because when that's forgotten, the hedge funds will just step in and buy more paper silver or more paper gold. Basel III is supposed to diminish the value of paper gold,
right,
and increase the value of tier 1 assets, gold.
Correct.
And so that should slightly depress that activity, which would become a much bigger risk.
It would depress the activity.
Paper gold cannot be an asset, period.
It cannot be an asset. It has to be real, tangible, allocated physical gold.
Yes.
That, to me, is a bullish thing for the physical. They're going to need that, not these paper contracts, not ETFs.
Now we're talking big banks, right? So how are they going to acquire physical gold? They would have to buy it, but they'd be buying a tier 1 asset with a tier 1 asset. That doesn't make any sense. Paper gold sets the price, okay?
Currently, yes.
So we take that away, and that falls out of favor, and the price of gold goes down. Now what's happened to your tier 1 assets? They've taken a hit. Okay, a bank has to evaluate all of that.
I think it'll decouple the price of gold from the COMEX and the futures market. I think it will also cause a run on the physical because the hypothecation that has gone on will be exposed. I think there's going to be an earth-shattering response because of this.
I don't think it's going to drive. You got a lot of people talking about it as this is going to boost gold, but those people are trying to sell you gold. So you need to separate that from anybody who's giving you a direction that gold is guaranteed to go or silver is guaranteed to go. Make sure you evaluate the soundness of their recommendations with who they are and what they're trying to.
All right, I'm asking. Basel III regulations are expected to have a positive impact on the gold price, primarily due to increased demand for physical gold. This is because Basel III reclassifies as a tier 1 asset similar to cash, blah, blah, blah. Basel III's new rules may discourage speculation in paper gold. as unallocated gold contracts and gold-backed ETFs will require additional capital reserves. The shift could lead to a more physically centered pricing model for gold, potentially reducing price manipulation, increasing transparency.
Why would it go up?
You know what I'm going to do?
Every bank in the world converts its tier one assets to gold. Then what happens? You know, my last bank, TD Bank, my current bank, Bank of America, they're not so flush with tier one assets that they can afford to buy a lot of gold. I think Basel III or Basel III, whatever it's called, is a good move.
Yes.
But I don't think the banks are going to like it.
I think Wall Street's going to hate it. I think the hedge funds are going to flip out.
I think Basel IV will come around is just what I said. Never mind.
Never mind.
There's nothing wrong with Basel III. I've read through it.
Yep.
It's an excellent program that's taken too long to be put in effect.
That's
for
cool.
one reason. Banks don't want it. And anything banks don't want is good for me, with me.
Well, it looks like I might have won the poll, Tim. So I'm going to end it right now.
Well, that's because people aren't thinking it through.
48% think gold price will rise.
It will until banks realize that they should have bought other assets that don't operate at the whim of the hedge funds.